Hey everyone, so it's finally done. I was waiting on some black eyelets from Amazon, which seemed to take forever to get here to finish this journal because there were a couple of tags I really wanted to have black eyelets on them instead. I'm kind of picky that way. And so now I can say it is complete. I had released a couple of pictures earlier in the week of this journal as I was working on it. My Valentine's Day project. Anyway, so this is my Boho Poe. I thought it would be neat to do something with lots of lace and just, fabric, and very tactile and very, as you can see, he is quite bulky. There's 4 signatures. There's lots of lace trims and stuff in here. Most of my trims I do get from Sheila at Boho Daydreams. I will link her YouTube below. And lots of sari silk and, velvet from Sheila. The whole underneath of this is velvet. I used a lot of velvet on this one. I had a little bit of my own, plus I used what I had from Sheila as well. And then I covered it. There's lace up here and appliques. And this was off a fascinator that I had just sitting around for years and years and years and years. But I thought it'd be perfect with, and I glued this brooch to it and then attached it to the cover. And then there's I gilded this frame. It was actually silver, and I made it look gold. And then I have a picture of Mr. Poe right in there. And then the lace goes all the way around. There's a sari silk there. Lots of little things going on up here. Not as much going on at the bottom, but still quite pretty with the little tassel things hanging there. And this is something very special. This particular dangle, which does come off, that is that's from a silkworm. It's egg, so to speak. And this was given to me by my friend Francis. And as soon as I saw it, I knew it had to go for this project. I love the coloring. I love the silkworm idea, and I put it on a clip so it can be taken off safely and put aside when you want to journal, if you want to take it off, or you can flip it up. So let's dig in. I've got double sari silk ribbons here for the closure. It's very well attached inside, and inside the cover you'll actually see more velvet, stringy. Yeah, I didn't trim a lot of the strings on this, so if whoever gets it, if you want to trim, go right ahead. It's just, I like the look of the stringies. This is all velvet in here. Not under here, of course, but all this in here is velvet. So it's meant to be very luxurious and boho-ish and very, very, very tactile. So this is a trim from Sheila that I got. And that's a card that I made. Now, I don't know if he smoked or not, but I had this paper. I'm going to fix that little thing sticking up. It's very, very old. It's from the early 1900s, so not quite his time period. But it was falling apart, and there was not much else I could do with it. Then I made a master board, made some cards. Some of them I embossed a raven on the back. And this is from an 1812 New York magazine. So it's possible he could have read that magazine, because that would have been during his time period. And then this is from some of his paper. I took apart one of his books, Tales of Mystery and Imagination. Is a 1936 edition of it. I took it apart and I used the pages throughout. You're going to see that. And so I made this master board, and then I like moths, and I think he would like moths. So that's in there. Now this is from the book. I just did it as a flip. And there's all these quotes from Mrs. Cog are in here that I got from her. And then this first one is a journal card I made. That is the Deadhead Moth under there. It's a journal card that you can write on. And then this particular paper, I got it off Amazon. Now, I didn't see that she's also on Etsy, and I would have rather had it on Etsy, because Amazon, in this book that I bought, it's a collection of Poe. I had the cover here. you're receiving it. Yes, here it is. This is it. Don't get it on Amazon. Go to her Etsy. I'll put the link there and get it there, because Amazon made some mistakes when they printed it, and some of the pages were printed the wrong way. So I didn't use those pages. Mind you, I had lots anyway to work with through that book, and they're well done. It's lasered, so you know it's not going to, if it gets wet or something, it's not going to get ruined. And then lots of little tags and tuck spots, and channeling my inner Mrs. Cog and making it a little different. And as I said, lots of quotes. Another tag that I made from the masterboard with the raven on the back. Lots of fabric. And then this, I only put one page of this in just because I had so much stuff. It's 4 signatures, but they are packed full. I mean, she's a chunky girl, or he's a chunky boy, whichever you prefer to treat him as. And this is some of my dyed paper. I was trying to get black, but it came out very dark blue, but I still love it. So lots of quotes, lots of tags from Mrs. Cog, and a couple of other kits, I believe, that I used. I will definitely post all the links down there. So, I mean, I really like this image that is in that kit. And then here's a raven printed on an old dictionary page. Slightly askew, but that's okay. And then a little fabric flip here. You could stick something under there. I did glue it so that if you wanted to, you could actually tuck something under there. And then some velvet trim down here. And another one of the cards I made. Some of the cards that I made, I did back in black, but you can get white pens. Mine, unfortunately, is broken, but you can get white pens to write on the back of those cards. And some more trim from Sheila. Some trims, I don't remember where I got them, so sorry about that. And then these beautiful dangles are from Sheila as well. She made these to go with the trim set that she curated together for me for this project. So lots of little different tags in here. Still lots of space to journal on. And that was part of her kit. I still had stuff left over from it too. I mean, I did not use everything that she sent me in here, so I still have a lot. She did, you know, she's very generous. And this actually has it. I didn't seal the bottom, so you could stick a little private note in there, and nobody would probably even notice. So this is something else I made. It's a writing board. So when you're using the journal, you can always put it on behind the page to make a nice flat surface, because there are things like this that will make it a little harder to write. So I made this, and this was from a keychain I got, a Poe keychain I got, and it has a picture of the raven, and it can also be like a bookmark. But that's, again, the deadhead moth. I printed it onto tissue paper and then put this all together. It's a few layers of cards, so it's nice and stiff. So it'd be great for being behind to write on. And this was his wife. Not too many people hear about his wife, Virginia, but that was his wife. She died very young of tuberculosis. And then this is a card I got off of eBay. It's just a trading card, but there's a couple of stamps in here. Rather than use the stamps, I left them here so whoever buys this journal can put that where they like. And then this my friend Frances has some of these amazing die cuts, so she die cut some things. This is hand stamped. That's mine, and then that's the old music paper and everything else in here, and some old math and stuff behind there. And it sits pretty flat. Yeah, it is a hidden spine, but it still sits pretty flat. And then there's the black cat. This is the cat page. I have a black cat. I love black cats. This is the cat page, and that's from the black cat. This is, a card I made, and there's a little cat charm there with the little black cat on it, and that's some very, very old, for accounting paper there. And then I love this trim that came. This is some, I'll put the link for the Etsy that I buy my Sorry Silk from. More trim. And a little tag in there. Another homemade tag from me with a moth on it. And these are from Mrs. Cog as well. All these, the colorful ones. And then this was from another little kit that I found. I had it for the previous Poe journal I did. And then these are some illustrations. I just sewed them straight to the pages because, you know, I didn't want to see them get destroyed or anything. So I sewed them right onto the page. And more tuck spots, more cards. These just print out so lovely. I mean, they're really good quality. Another one. I got that idea from Mrs. Cog as well. See, I learned from everybody and then incorporate it in my way. And this is another little Mrs. Cog inspired tag that folds and goes up there. And my stamp, doily, and a little pocket watch charm with some more of that sari silk. Another tag, pictures. And this is from a calligraphy book, learning to write. And then some more. And this is from another kit that had some of the movie posters from it. And that is, and I put on all of them except for one, I didn't have the name. I'm going to try and find it. The Bells. That's the book that it's from or the poem that's from. Just for reference. I think, yeah, this is the only one. That's Arthur. I don't know why I didn't have it, but it didn't get put on there. I still have to do that. And more trim from Sheila. And then I put a little, hope you guys can see it. It's a little raven that I put on with a bulb pin so it can come off if somebody wanted to take it off. And I like putting tags so that the ruffles stick out at the top. I think it's pretty that way. More of my stamping. And then the forward for the book, that page, another ticket. Still plenty of space. And then this is another thing I downloaded. It's the Raven written out on, I printed it on some tea stained paper. And then there's a tag with Mr. Poe on it. And then this was something interesting. I was just going through Etsy and I found this because I was looking for Poe related stuff. And this is an original sticker thing from a soap company that was C.J. Poe, prescription druggist, Medicine Lake, Montana. So I thought I'd put that in there. So lots of journal cards and tuck spots. And this is this paper is William Morris, which he was around the same time as Poe, so it, you know, the colors would coincide. And this is the little Pegasus paper cabinet that I made, and I put, there's a little raven in there, and of course some books and alcohol, and then I printed out a tiny little bust there for the bust of Athena, and then it has a little tuck spot in behind here. You can put something. And another die cut from my friend Frances, the moth. And more of Sheila's lovely dangles. And this is some trim, not from Sheila, but I had it in my stash, so I used it. And then this is from the Tracy Fox tags that I did. And I did this one with a moth with the intention to put it in here with the Poe. And it adds a bit of color up on the top. And then, see, these are black backed, but it's Lenore. And then there's a little die cut feather there. So not a ton of embellishing. It's more the, you know, the lace and the stuff and that. That's the big embellishment here. More tags in here. Oops, I forgot to do that one. I will do that one. And some more trim I got, I believe, from Frances. I am surrounded by wonderful people. Another folded one. It's just a very simple tag. And that's from an old card score book that I have. More. And there's a tuck spot here too, so that can go in there. And then this trim I also got from Frances. She gave me a great big piece of this, so I'm sure I'm going to have it in a few projects coming up. I love that big burst of red. And then another beautiful dangle from Sheila there. And then another card I made from that, and this is from Sheila as well. And there's a little feather charm I put on there. Oops. Yeah, this is the only bad thing about the strings is sometimes they get caught on stuff. It's caught on one of the things, so I don't want that to rip. Just be careful. If you buy this, be careful and don't just... Another card, and there's the raven I embossed on the back. Learning things. This is one I made ages ago. I made like months and months ago from a Shinuki video. And so I put that in here because it also has a moth. So that's in there. I'm trying to go through my stash and use more things. Another movie. More. Lots of different cards and stuff, journal cards to journal on. And then at the back, this is from Nick the Booksmith, and I like this one. I think it's so cool. The raven, and then a couple of faux library cards that you can journal on, and then a faux cigarette card of Poe. And more velvet coming down here. And this is a pocket that I got off of Etsy. I will put the link below. And look at this little Poe guy. His legs move. I put him together, and I think he's really cute. It's a stuffed pocket. There's other tags in here. I didn't attach it so that the person, if they want to, they can decide. And then that's another feather I got from Francis. And then there's some little tiny tags in here as well to use as you wish. And that is the Poe Journal, the Boho Poe. I hope you liked it. I hope you like the journal, and I hope you subscribe. I'm working on getting up to 500. I haven't been posting much, but I'm trying to make an effort to do more videos. I'm currently working on a Louis Vuitton journal where I took my old Louis Vuitton purse and I tore it apart, and I'm using that for the covers for 2 journals, 2 soft covered journals. So I'm working on that too, and I'm putting that up. I'm doing a bit of a craft with me so people can see the process of making the journals. Anyway, please, if you like this, give it a thumbs up and comment. I'd love to know your thoughts on my journal, and this will be up on my Etsy within the next 24 hours. I will put it up there, and hopefully someone will want to give it a home, and it will be off to its new home soon. Anyway, thanks everybody. Cheers.